Okay, this is the Ryan trade. Quick discussion about whether or not this is going to work. The putting on the VXX or maybe VXO or VIX or whatever. But I just wanted to really quickly show a way that I figured out how to manage it simply. So I just put all these aren't zeros. I just put them all on zero for a second, so it won't be a distraction. But look at the so this is the SPY. Obviously, the SPY. This is the SPY. Prices right down here, and here, the VXX. Look, if I click on 27, you can see that means that you start going into the money. At 27, obviously, that's where you cross over, and that lines up right, maybe 33.25, 330.25 or something, and 28 is way down here, 327.50 or something, 25, something like that. 28.50 is way down here, like 326, and 29.50 323.25 or so. So I'm just saying that, and that has two of them. Not that I need to do that. So now look, where are we concerned about a drop? This is live prices. I haven't put it on yet. So let's do that. So this is a drop here that we're not that thrilled about, right? So if I were to look at the 325, I mean, here's like theoretically after 324 something, this is gonna not. This is not. We're not concerned about the drop here, only around the dead zone, right? So maybe 325-ish or whatever. So if I I'm just gonna put this on for a second. If I put that on, and woo boy, it's taking. Yeah, you can see that's where it's gonna start taking off. So I am going to put the prices on now, though. I got to put the prices on. Let me uncheck the prices. Obviously, that matters a lot. I just wanted to demonstrate. It was easier to see what the numbers are if you do it that way. Okay, so now this bottom one, you could maybe just do this. That's more expensive, and not do the diagonal at all. Not do the debit spread at all. Look, just do this and do that. Now, I know that looks bad, but that's going to be in the money. It doesn't look that great, right? I'm not going to do that. Okay, but I was just double checking. What if you did it with one? Nope, sorry. Okay, still not that great. So I was just double checking that idea, so we won't be doing that. So let me put this back on. And this is not the trade that we were. I'm going to move this in a little bit. Let me move this down a couple. 27 and 29. Let me go 27 here. And 29 here. Okay, so that should be just close to two of these and two. Yeah, look, that's pretty damn close to zero, right? So if I want to make this, so now look, that's a nice scary dip. So I'm going to go one higher to get some credit here. That's what Randy likes. So 328, 330. Okay, so now you get a little credit here. This dip is still not too bad. And look, what is that? You get 24 bucks. So what if I spend 24 bucks right here on one of these? No drawdown. And theoretically, I should take off So now let's look where that comes in. This comes in at 328. Is that too late? It's kind of late, right? 328. I mean, it's okay, but you know, I probably would do. Let's see. This comes in at. You know what we should do? We should just lock them all in right now, so we have the prices at the time. I mean, we can always go back and do it in O&E, but let me just look at the prices right. Let me just say, I would do. I'm going to lock in the 24. Let's pretend that we bought it, and lock in the. This one and that one. But my goal is to I probably would risk the $20 on the downside and get in a little earlier. 320. That's 2 whole points earlier for $20. And so now you put this on. And sorry, it takes a second because yeah. So you know, I think that's. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with this as a simulated trade, and okay, that's it. I'm in this trade. Some of these are simulated. Some are real. So I'm gonna go in. That's the one we're saying. Okay, sorry to be confusing. This one is, I'm really in this one. I did it on purpose because if the market falls, I want to make some good money, I think, on the other trade. And I wanted to see how this fared with the volatility. Okay. So, this is the one that you liked. I showed you, so let's just put this one on. I don't think you ended up doing it, but because this was a Thursday trade, so let's just put this one on. It's great, and it was like, you know, it was basically break even, and then so now again, if I were to put on right now even the 6-cent one, I mean, what does that do? I mean, let's put that one on as also just to see, because boy, I mean, look at that. If that's true, the only problem with it is, you know, like I was saying, is I think that's all the way at 330 and a half, and it's 330 and a half too far up. That's like past the dead zone. Right, so I don't think that's realistic, honestly. I mean, you got to get in below the dead zone. That's the whole point, right? Now, you could do one. Now, last thing I should say is I'm using the near expiration. If you use the far expiration, you know, like this, look at that. And it's going to have loss down here. And what if you took this off? Yeah, so, you know, we're just playing, but okay, so we're just finding the balance. We got to see how far this comes out. So I'm gonna say it'd be nice to put it all at one time instead of having to like hope that it goes your way during the week. So, because remember, these puts are more expensive when the SPY rises, because it's really, you know, it's flipped, so it's counterintuitive. Yeah, I would go pretty much like that, I think. I'm just reminding myself, and that's it. one more time. This is so at 327, almost 328. That's where that comes in. And that's actually still too low, you know? Shit. Okay, so I think it's got to be 29 for it to do anything. And so that creates a loss to the downside. But boy, and even if that's true, if this is the whole trade, I think we can adjust it. But even if that's true and that's the whole trade, man, that's a real that's like what one side you lose $66 and the other side, look, you're just kicking ass. I mean, it's a great trade. Just even if you can't do it 100% loss to the thing to the downside, because Ryan's this freaking volatility thing is so deceptive. But anyway, okay, so finally Randy, he's waiting on his 34-cent thing. That's not there yet, right? Right, it's not there yet. Okay, and then I was saying, so I put. Sorry, I'm trying to be clear. I know I'm talking all over the place a little bit, but 28.5. I'm gonna do one more. Feel free to just stop the video. I'm gonna do one more. I'll just do it offline and come back to it, and I'll show you. But I'm gonna do one more of these and make it get a little bit more credit and use the 29. So use the 59-cent one, but I got to get $59 in credit to the downside, and then I'll use that, or maybe and then see if it works. So we have it, so we can see what happens during the week. Okay, that's it.